Do you want to play that game on TikTok?
No, if it's visuals, no, I don't.
It's not visual. We both have to say a random word.
Oh, no, I played this. I hate this game.
Are you not good at it?
No, I'm not
well,
good
then
at it.
That makes it even
I want
funnier.
to...
No, we're doing it.
Oh, no.
We're doing it.
No.
Because we'll be good.
Okay.
All right. Anything, and we have to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Right. On 3.
Mm-hmm.
3,
Yeah.
2, 1. Mario.
Cheese whiz.
Did you say Gee Whiz or Cheese Whiz?
Cheese whiz.
What the fuck is Cheese Whiz?
It's the little like cheese that's in a can and you like you spray it out.
Okay, and I said Mario.
Yeah.
Why have you made this so difficult?
Did
Why would you pick Cheese Whiz?
Did you think I was going to make this easy for you?
Well, I can do it.
So wait, what do we have to? So
I'm already there, and if you don't say what I'm about to say, everyone's going to think you're a fucking idiot.
Okay, I think I've got it.
Yeah.
So wait, your thing and my thing have to come out from...
Well, no, we just have to say the next thing.
It doesn't have to be related to what we just said.
No, but,
okay.
But if we're both playing the game... Gavin, if we're both playing the game the right way...
Yeah.
Then we will both be aiming... Using the two things we both said for this next thing.
Yeah.
You're right. It doesn't... You could say dragon.
Uh-huh.
You could.
Yeah.
But that would be playing the game
I can make
wrong.
this podcast go on for days.
Right. Are you playing it properly?
Hold on. Let me look at you and let me try and get... I've got it.
All right. I'm stuck between two, but I'm going to pick one.
I've picked my one.
3, 2, 1.
Squirty
Pizza.
cream. Yeah.
Okay. No, actually, I can do this.
Yeah.
You didn't take Mario into consideration whatsoever. Not even a little bit.
What
You
does
went for
pizza
cheese.
and Mario have to do with each other?
Fucking Italian. Cheese whiz in Italian. Pizza.
Oh, I went for just the cheese whiz can.
No, what you done is you went cheese whiz. Oh, what's close to that? Squirty cream.
Yeah.
Didn't even fucking take Mario in.
No.
If you're not playing it, right, fine. I know how to play this now. I've figured it out.
No, I'm taking it.
I just guessed the next thing you're going to fucking say.
I'm taking it in.
Right. Squirty cream.
Yep.
Pizza.
Right.
Right.
Uh-huh.
3,
Yeah.
2, 1. Creme
Rainbow.
Fresh. You're a cunt.
I went Mario.
You're a
Did you want me to
cunt.
go Mario?
No, but you're back one. You're back one. We had to do the last one. I just said what we were doing it.
What do you mean?
Creme fraiche and rainbow. I don't even fucking know. That's nothing. That's so far away.
I was thinking Mario, Rainbow Road, Rainbow.
That's not even a main thing for Mario. Any of the other things. Star.
The Rainbow Road's in the movie that he was in.
You didn't say Rainbow Road.
But I said Rainbow, which is connected to the Rainbow Road.
Creme fraiche and rainbow.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. How do we even go anywhere from here?
Right, I've got mine.
You don't. You're just saying nonsense.
No, I do have mine.
3, 2, 1. Dragon.
YouTube.
Dragon YouTube? YouTube's fucking... I knew you were doing something nonsense.
Because of Double Rainbow on YouTube.
Fuck you!
Come on. Oh my God, man, a Double Rainbow. That's on YouTube. So Dragon and YouTube.
3.
Wait, I don't have anything. Let me think. Dragon and YouTube. Got it.
3, 2, 1.
Fortnite.
Hobbit trailer. Actually, yours made sense for once, and I fucking was being a cunt.
There you go, see?
So Fortnite and the Hobbit trailer.
Yes. This should be easy. There's so much we can get from the Hobbit trailer and Fortnite. Is Lord of the Rings in Fortnite?
No.
Oh, that's the one thing that isn't.
It makes it more difficult. Fortnite Hobbit trailer. Specifically the Hobbit trailer.
The first one.
The first one.
I've got mine.
Okay.
Do I? Trying to think. Yeah.
I think I've got... I actually think I have... If we think about it properly, if you're actually playing Fortnite and
I've got mine.
Hobbit trailer.
I've got mine. Yep.
You have it?
I've got mine.
3, 2, 1.
Legolas.
Hobbit. Oh, I thought... Oh! We actually almost were right there!
I thought you were going to say Legolas and I was going to lose my mind, but you said Lego.
Lego Hobbit, because the video game. Wait. So we must... we've actually... You can't really get out of where we are now, and I've played it properly and also managed to get near you.
Which, going off what I've done, is incredible.
Right. Lego Lass and Lego Hobbit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it writes itself. It's right there.
I don't know if it does, but
It does, because it's a new thing. It has to be a new thing. That's the one rule. Legolas, Lego Hobbit.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
No.
Come on. You have this. You have it.
I've got it.
Do you actually? 'Cause
I've got it.
If we don't, I'm going to scream and I'm done after this one.
Okay, I've got it.
3,
Yeah.
2, 1. Lego
Duplo.
Legolas. You fucking cunt!
It's meandering movies. It's meandering movies. It's meandering movies. So won't you lend an ear?
Boom, boom, ba bum, ba bum, bum. Royalty-free version.
Welcome, everyone, to the Meandering Movie Podcast, where guess what? We're talking Harry Potter. Back at the beginning of season 1, we skyrocketed back into your lives by talking about the definitive Spider-Man movie rankings, in which I ranked every single Spider-Man movie so that you knew which was the worst, that being Amazing Spider-Man 2, and which was the best, Into the Spider-Verse. No, you don't need to listen to that episode. You're welcome. But in this month's episode, I am now delivering to you the definitive Harry Potter movie rankings list, name pending. Joining me for this episode is...
I might check out. I might let you do the whole thing.
That person over there who's checking out and by leaving me to do the whole thing.
I'm Gary Copeland Boyd.
That's Gary Copeland Boyd, soon-to-be father, Gary Copeland Boyd.
What?
Don't know what you're talking about. And I am the mud between Hagrid's crack and ballsack, Gavin Stewart.
His taint. Muddy taint.
Before we get into the list, which all of you are definitely going to agree with when I do it.
Why are you pretending? You've been telling me for weeks, we're going to do an episode and here's the episode idea.
Yeah.
And I was on board. And then every single time you've reminded me of the episode, you've said, and people are going to fucking hate my ranking.
Because they're not ready for the truth. That's why. And you're not ready for the truth of what is the definitive Harry Potter movie rankings list.
I'm trying to guess. If I was an edgy...
That's a fun game. I'll have the list in front of me, and you give me what you think my list is.
If I was you, 31-year-old...
There are 8 movies on this list.
8 movies. Living in...
Split the last 2 into 2 parts.
31-year-old, best time of your life, happy finally, out of the depressions. You're enjoying things. Things are going well for you. You are putting... Philosopher's Stone quite high. We're gonna subject to change. We're gonna put it at a 3.
Okay.
Chamber of Secrets follows on the whimsy of the first one. You're gonna be quite enjoying it. Is it better than the first one? I'd say so. You're gonna put Chamber of Secrets at 2.
Okay.
You are gonna put Prisoner of Azkaban starts bumming you out. It's sad. Sirius is in it, but you know where it's going because you've seen him before. With that knowledge, you're going to put it low. You're going to maybe put Prisoner of Azkaban on 6.
Wow.
This is you doing this, not me. You are going to...
to confirm, this is not Gary's list.
Huh?
This is not Gary's list. Nor this is my list yet. This is the Gary guessing my list.
I'm going to lock in both of the Deathly Hallows in part 7 and 8. So it's
okay.
7? I don't know which way around.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask is part 1 and 2. But...
probably... Part 2 is 8. Part 1 is 7.
Okay.
Azkaban 6.
Okay. What am I?
You are going to put...
What's my number 1?
What have we got left? Goblet,
You
Order
got
of the
Goblet
Phoenix,
Fire, Order of the
Half-Blood
Phoenix, and Half-Blood Prince.
Half-Blood Prince 1, Order of the Phoenix 6, and Goblet 4.
Okay. So...
Did I say 4? No, Goblet 2. No, I'm bumping up. I said this. Sorcerer and Chamber...
You put Chamber at 2
as 2 and 3. So Chamber
2,
Sorcerer
3,
or Philosophers 1, 3. Yeah,
and then Half-Blood Prince is 1.
I reckon Half-Blood Prince 1.
So yeah, I got COVID over Christmas time. It was shite. I decided to watch all the Harry Potter movies. I've not watched all of them in a very long time, and I thought I knew the ranking of these movies. And then I rewatched them, and I realised I hadn't seen these movies before. And now this was the first true time I'd seen them as a happy, put-together, regular person. What are you doing over there?
I moved my mic.
So now, you prick, I will deliver to you the official, definitive Harry Potter movies
I
rankings
love
list.
how upset you get when I don't give you my full attention when we're recording. For everyone that's been years by now, folks, it has been years.
We have been doing
and
this
the fucking moment Gavin sees my attention span flittering away, or I start doing anything else that isn't giving him 100% attention, he gets so fucking pissy. And he usually just edits it all out. He cuts all of it out. But he makes so many comments and he's like, "Are you done? Are you finished? Can I continue? I need your full attention, please, Gary." Such a rat.
You're such a rat. You're the only person I can talk to about movies who might sometimes listen to me, and so I need you to listen more than you do.
Why do you keep tapping your phone?
I've got the list on my phone here. It's on Letterboxd.
You're pressing it so angrily.
Follow us on Letterboxd, and you can see the list before the episode goes out.
How are they going to do that when you've just said it in the episode? If they're listening to it right now.
Oh yeah, it doesn't work, does it? Sometimes I have brilliant moments of dumb that just outshine anything
How
else
long
I've
was
ever
that
done.
salsa in your fridge? Because I feel like I have the shits.
I only opened it yesterday.
Bad salsa.
Spicy salsa.
Bad salsa.
From Lidl. Good stuff. I liked it. I don't have the
Is that
shits.
from Lidl?
Yeah, I feel fine. Maybe it's what we're about to do that's giving you the shits. So,
it was all that clag I ate.
Starting off.
Big bowl of clag.
Number 8. You said I was going to put...
Harry Potter Deathly Hallows Part 1. Did I say Part 1 or Part 2?
You didn't decide which one was going at the bottom. And you said my number 1 was Half-Blood Prince. The worst Harry Potter movie is Half-Blood Prince. Now, as a fun aside, when watching all of these movies, when I watched Philosopher's Stone, I tweeted along with the movie and put out some funny tweets about some of the mad shit thoughts that my COVID brain had. Head on over to Meandering Pod on X, where you can see...
Don't call it X.
Go over to...
Only dweebs are calling it X.
Go over to Meandering Pod on Twitter.
Have we paid for a blue tick yet, by the way?
No, we have not.
We
God,
probably
no.
should.
No.
We'd have more credence on Twitter.
But it's like 100 and something quid a year.
Yeah, it's monthly. It's like £9
You don't pay for anything. Why would I... You're asking me to pay for it.
I just feel like if we had a blue tick...
Well, maybe if you coughed up some money, I would do that.
I'm not doing that. But maybe people
You've invested maximum, you've invested maximum, I think...
I invest my time, which is, I bill much higher than you.
Oh, that's true, actually. You are very difficult. You're the most difficult person to pin down in my life. So yeah, I tweeted along for the Philosopher's Stone. To see all those funny thoughts, head on over to Twitter, give them a like, and interact. But then
should we read out one of them, just so people can get a little taste? Wait, I'll do it. I'll get it, because I feel like you'll pick a good one, and I'll pick a true cross section.
And while Gary looks for those, I'll just give you. I then made notes for every single movie of the weird shit that came to my head.
It's such a fucking loser.
I am a loser. I had COVID. I had nothing else to do. I had to stay inside and get cared for by my girlfriend.
Quick question. I'm so sorry. I'm doing it. When I went on our Twitter, loads of balloons came up. What's that about?
It might be like our anniversary or something.
Anniversary of what?
Like when we joined Twitter.
Oh, it is. Happy birthday.
Well, we record this on the 17th of January. The 17th of January is the Meandering Movie Podcast birthday on Twitter.
Don't tell people that.
Wish us a happy birthday when this episode comes out. Yeah, I made stupid notes.
All right, so
I'll be dropping them in.
One of your tweets. Did wizards invent chess or did humans?
Yeah. That's one of the things I tweeted. They get better, trust me. Read some of the good ones, you prick.
Hagrid is every meaning of the word is a liability.
Get ready, because
That's a good one.
I'm about to go in on Hagrid in these movies. I hate him.
Oh, that's so good. The showdown at the end of Lego Harry Potter is better than the movie showdown.
It is. The floor falls away. You have a shootout with Quill or whatever his name is.
Right, go on then.
So, Half-Blood Prince.
Why does a school have a dungeon?
It's a great question.
That's such a good question. Because if I remember correctly, if I know my Hogwarts lore,
yeah,
I think Hogwarts was built to be a school. Like it wasn't built as a castle turned into a school. It was like, right, we're the four heads of Hogwarts.
Yeah.
Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Slytherin, and
Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw.
Yeah.
Us four people, wizards. Should we make a school? And they did. And apparently
They seem to think they required a dungeon for this nightmare school. That's another thing that's going to come up during this episode. This school needs to be shut down because fuck me. But Half-Blood Prince is my least favourite Harry Potter movie, and here's why. The first 2.5 acts, nothing happens.
Which Half-Blood Prince is... Let me
so this is the one where he goes...
Snape gets revealed right at the end.
Yeah, Snape is revealed to be the Half-Blood Prince, and he...
but he was revealed to be like a good guy at the end of this one, right?
No, this is the one where he kills Dumbledore.
Right.
So the whole movie is like, oh, we want to get that guy in who pretends to be a chair.
Slugworth.
Yeah.
Slughorn.
He spoke to Tom Riddle at some point, and Tom Riddle said him something, and we need that memory.
But that chair disguise.
Great.
10/10.
Great chair disguise.
Practical effects as well in the film.
But we're not here for that.
It's also not.
We're here to break this movie down.
Break it down.
And too much of this... I'm so sad. You're 32 years old and soon to be a father. Grow.
If we have any listeners that love the Meandering Movie Podcast and want to remix Gavin saying "break it down," send me it, please. I'll give you some royalty-free sound effects right now. Here's a drum beat. The snare. Top hat. That was me taking off my top hat.
The first 2.5 acts of this movie, we're not even through the first movie, is Ron's in love. Harry doesn't want to get her friend.
The love one. He's getting date raped.
Yeah, it's just a bunch
Fucking
of
weird plot. That's an odd choice.
There's too much date rape in these movies. I want to point out, but it's just a bunch of like, oh, Ron's with this girl that upsets Hermione. Oh, boo-hoo, he's not with me. They spend very little time together as a trio. There's a lot of nothing going on. And then there's Harry going to eat like profiteroles and stuff and do a potion well every so often.
He's got this is the one where he gets the luck potion, right?
And he gets a luck potion.
People love that bit. Hannah loves that bit.
And he pretends to give it to Ron. That's one of the notes I made for this is, what a shock that Ron makes the Quidditch team when his best pal's the captain. Didn't see that one coming.
He gets all the Weasleys in, doesn't he? Because he gives Ginny a role in the Quidditch team as well.
Yeah, she's also in the Quidditch team. Don't like that character. She's rubbish. Bring back Cho. Big up to Cho. She should have been the one to be with Harry. Cho Chow. She's the winner.
If you're into the books though, bit of background.
I'm not. I don't care about the books. No, I read Azkaban.
Ginny is apparently a much better character in the books, and they fucking done her dirty in the films. So
they should have got rid of her.
They just made her like a side character.
The entire time we were watching, me and my girlfriend were both like, I don't believe in this relationship, and I don't like them together. And it should be Harry and Cho Chow.
Bonnie Wright, though. Bonnie Wright, though.
Good actress. Sure. And then at the end of the movie is Dumbledore and Harry.
Chow?
Stop. These are children. What are you doing?
They're not children now. Now they're adults.
They were there then, though.
Yeah, I'm not talking about then. I'm Bonnie Wright right now. She's tidy. Tidy mummy. She's had kids.
So then in the last,
I looked at pictures of her in a bikini.
In the last, stop it. In the last 30 minutes of that's coming from me. In the last 30 minutes of the movie, Harry and Dumbledore go on a fetch quest, which is pretty lacking.
This is the one where Dumbledore's like, I'm going to drink all this poison. And Harry's like, just don't. And he's like, well, I'm going to fucking...
And then he's like...
tough shit, Harry.
And he's like, I hate you. Stop making me drink the poison.
Even in the book, I remember, I know it's cursed water or some fucking shit.
Yeah, and it makes...
I distinctly remember watching and reading that chapter and being like, there has to be a better way. You live in a magic world. There has to be a better way than you just necking this fucking goblet of poison.
That's the thing. When it comes to these movies, it's just like, we've got magic, but sometimes we're just going to do dumb shit and forget about the magic part.
I love as well that they go on the fetch quest. Dumbledore drinks that. It's not even what is it? A basin, like a rocky basin. Drinks a basin full of water, and he's like, "Oh, I feel like shit, Harry. I'm probably going to die." But luckily, we got the Horcrux, and they open it, and it gives him like, "Lol, it's not here, dickheads."
Lol wasn't Horcrux. Look somewhere else.
Get fucked.
Yeah, and then the movie ends obviously where Malfoy's supposed to kill Dumbledore. I want to point out the entire time all the characters are trivializing over love. Malfoy is just working. What a grafter. That boy never stops during this movie. Constantly grafting to complete his task killing Voldemort, but then doesn't kill Voldemort. Love it.
Wait, why is Malfoy killing Voldemort?
Because he's trying to use those transference cupboards to get like people to come in.
I thought he was trying to kill Harry.
No, he's not trying to kill Harry. He's trying to get the Dementors the Dementors into Hogwarts so they can get to him. And he's grafting. And then at some point in the movie, because this is Harry Potter, they have a shootout in the bathroom. And in the next scene, Harry's wandering about freely after just gunning down another student with a deadly spell.
Harry never uses deadly spells. Harry only ever uses Expelliarmus.
But he uses...
Fear not. As Bruce Lee said, fear not the man that practiced 1,000 different kicks. Fear the man who practiced one kick 1,000 times. Harry Potter only uses Expelliarmus.
He uses one of Snape's deadly spell things, and it almost...
Patronum. Harry Potter uses one spell.
Expecto Patronum!
Oh, it's my dad's...
I saw my father.
It's my dad's Patronus, except because of time hijinks, it's my Patronus.
I saw my father. Hermione, this is when my dad's about to show up.
Right. Half-Blood Prince, dog shit.
Dog shit. Last closeout, not dog shit, just not as good as the rest. But my closeout points for that was how many magical terrorists have Hogwarts trained? And...
interestingly on that, you're right. How many did they train? Probably a significantly high portion, considering one of their founding members was a fucking muggle racist, and they just let him be. They were like, oh, cool. So what's going to be your thing, Gryffindor? Well, obviously I'm brave. Crest of a lion. I'm going to imbue my house with those qualities. Nice one, Ravenclaw. I love reading. I invented many spells and potions. I'm going to be erudite and clever. Love it. What about you, Hufflepuff? Well, we're kind of chill, but we believe in humble beginnings and going on to great things. You don't need to be in the spotlight to be one of the best in the world. And they're like, oh, fucking Hufflepuff, love it. What about you, Slytherin? I fucking hate muggles. Okay, but what are you going to add into Hogwarts? Fucking killing muggles. How about that?
Let's wipe them out.
Okay, well, we might rescind it. Too late, dicks. I already fucking built the Chamber of Secrets. What are you going to do? Fuck, he's right. He did build the chamber. The foundations are laid and he done it, so...
Where did you put it, Woodsy?
I'm not telling you.
Not going to know.
Not telling you. Have you put anything in there we need to know about? Nope.
You'll find out in the second Harry Potter movie. Like, what's that? Don't worry about it.
Hey, these plumbing pipes are fucking massive.
These Slytherin. Are girthy pipes.
What's going on here?
Why are we doing this, Slytherin?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Number 7 is Deathly Hallows Part 1.
Oh, I was close to these ones then.
That one.
I assume you've double backed these as well. Are you going to have you double backed them? 7 and 6?
What do you mean? Oh, we'll see. So,
such a tease. Oh my god.
Please, Jesus, don't spill.
If it's spilled, I can suck it out.
No. If you ruin this couch,
I won't ruin it. I'll suck it out.
I'll take everything from you.
I will suck
and you already don't have a lot left to take.
I got nothing.
So
you got to take shit off.
You got the jumper in your back.
Right now, I'm. You know what?
Oh!
What are you gonna do? You can't rob a poor man.
I'm gonna steal your car, drive it into a lake.
Right, Half-Blood Prince Part 1.
Deathly Hallows Part 1. This one's a surprising one for me because originally, before I rewatched these, I thought this was better than Part 2. Now I've ranked it lower because this movie is just Harry Potter, Hermione, and sometimes Ron when he's not going on a side quest by himself, which I don't know where he goes or what he does, but it's weird. It's just them. They land in an area. They don't know what they're doing or where to go. Someone explains something to them. They don't understand it, and then they go somewhere else. Originally, I thought this movie's got great character work and its characters developing together. Nothing happens in this movie.
Is this the one with the night bus?
No, that's Azkaban.
Is that Azkaban?
Yeah, Azkaban's a night bus. Yeah, this one is like they have a. Oh, so that's one of the things. At the beginning of the movie, they all get on brooms and run away from Dementors. Yep. One of the things I thought was, why hasn't there been a Mario Kart broomstick game? That would fucking be amazing on like the PlayStation 2. Then they get to the Weasleys where they have a wedding. The wedding, they get attacked. So Hermione, Ron, and Harry run away, and then they're just bouncing about the woods for a while until they just. They go to the Ministry of Magic. They have a wee bit of a put in a holler there. They change how they look, and then they go back to the woods. Ron fucks off.
Oh, that's the bit with everyone loves it because it's Helena Bonham Carter playing a version of Hermione.
Yeah,
playing Emma Watson, playing herself.
Yeah,
or playing. Yeah,
it's fine. But then
Actception.
But then they wander about the woods for a long time. Ron fucks off. Harry randomly in the night gets into a pond because he thinks he sees the sword of Gryffindor. At this point, I thought how funny it would be if he just drowned in the pond, and that's how the movies came to an end. Imagine after 7 movies, Harry just drowned in a pond. The Chosen One did.
King Arthur found the sword in the Lady of the Lake. She gave him Excalibur.
Okay.
Or she gave him a sword. Because there's a sword in the stone.
Yep.
And there's Excalibur.
Yeah.
Sword in the stone's not Excalibur. People get that wrong.
Right. Where's Excalibur then? Oh, it's in the lake.
Lady of the Lake gave...
And then what's in the stone then?
Just the sword. The king's sword. I can't remember the name of it. But
Maybe it's the sword of Gryffindor.
It could be. When I was in Disneyland, they have the sword in the stone. You pull it, and it might come up. You're the king of England. But
well, you're the king of Australia, obviously.
Didn't pull me up. I didn't pull it up.
And then the movie ends with them just being like, "Oh, we had a wee fight with."
I feel like you didn't quite care or acknowledge about my fun story about the sword in the stone there.
No one cares about Sword and Stone. We're talking about Harry Potter.
We were talking about Lady in the Lake, Sword of Gryffindor. It makes sense.
So it's the 7th movie I would rank on the list. My favourite takeaway from this, almost every movie I have a comment to make about Hagrid, because I hate Hagrid as a character. He's shit. Is that during the big chase scene at the beginning, of course Hagrid goes for a wee snooze during it, because he's completely fucking useless. Do not like Hagrid. Rubbish character, rubbish person, think he's a murderer, definitely touch kids. Deathly Hallows Part 1, absolutely nothing happens. Dobby dies at the end. The two things that Half-Blood Prince and Deathly Hallows Part 1 have in common is nothing happens for most of the movie, then a character people like dies and they think it's a good movie because they remember that character dying. Rubbish movies.
The bit where they all turn into Harry Potter and then they go off in different ways.
That opening is fun. There should have been a broomstick,
why would they not just all take the potion of somebody else?
Instead of Harry Potter?
Would that not make infinite... Like, hey, whose DNA did we get? Whose hair? I grabbed a random strand of hair off of a bloke on the subway.
Yes.
Right? Now, we're all going to be that bloke. Granted, that will be suspicious. But we'll follow the plan of everyone transporting us fucking random bloke, and at the very least the Death Eaters will be like, oh well, now we're fucked.
We'll never find him.
It's impossible. Or just use the invisibility cloak.
Yeah, there's a surprising lack of using of the invisibility cloak.
The Death Eaters will be like, where's Harry Potter?
But there's also
just right behind him.
I can't remember which movie. I think it was for Philosopher's Stone when I went. It's really bold to give pre-hormonal children.
He's 11 in Philosopher's Stone, isn't he?
Soon to be teenagers who are going to become incredibly horny. To give them an invisibility cloak seems like a bad idea in a school.
That's
you
stupid.
know, there's going to be some Porky's situation there. You know,
I've said this before. Season 1 Harry Potter episode. If I was a wizard, couple of things. One, Harry Potter as a fucking baby. If he got taken out of like regular school, also not just regular school where his family put him under the stairs in a fucking cupboard and treat him like shit, and he gets woken to the world of like, you're going to be a wizard. Why? Like he's like, oh, got to learn potions today. Yeah, you do, but potions that make you fucking fly, you little weasel. Like, do you know what we had to learn? What? Algebra. What have you done with that? Fuck all. Nobody does anything with algebra. So he's such a dick. Secondly, there was another point to that annoyed me. Oh, secondly, if I was in Harry Potter land, one, I'd fucking bust my ass off so I could be the fucking best wizard ever because that's cool as shit. Secondly, if I had an invisibility cloak, I've already got expelled. I would have got expelled so quickly.
The limits put on these children are too few and too dangerous.
You can make something big with Engorgio, the spell.
Oh.
And that's the spell's name, Engorgio. What are you instantly thinking about? What's the first thing you're engorging?
A big throbber.
Right? Like, whoa, look at this rod.
Or rub some Skelligrew on it, you know?
Oh, well, that's dangerous. Imagine that. It'd never go down.
Yeah, but then you probably just use another spell. It's like...
whichever one Lockhart uses.
Reducto. Oomph. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Number 6
Harry
on the
Potter,
list.
Half-Blood. No, Deathly Hallows Part 2. Gotta be.
Number 6, The Goblet of Fire.
No, how have you split up the fucking Deathly Hallows films? Right, Goblet of Fire.
Goblet of Fire.
Was I close for this one? I might have been. It was mid.
You don't... really need me to explain this. They just do the Goblet of Fire.
The Tri-Wizard tournament, baby. The Bow Battens come down. Crumb and the Russian ones, whatever they're fucking. Durmstrang.
There's a scene in this movie where the young girls from the other school show up, and the boys are like, whoa, they're attractive.
Yeah.
That's, young boys are going to be young boys.
And you're also, I remember that. I remember always going, like, other schools would come around for, like, it was weird, actually. You'd always, like, go to another school, or they'd come you for some reason. And you always would be like, oh, yeah, look at the girls from the other school.
Like,
and they're like,
fresh meat.
They're the exact same fucking prepubescent girls that are at my school.
Well, don't worry. In this movie, there's a leading shot of their arses as they dance into the main hall.
Is there?
And I'm like, wow, that's weird. These are like 14-year-old girls.
I think the Bow Battens or the Bow Battens, I think they're always depicted as like slightly older. Okay. Still weird. But I'm not disputing it's a weird choice.
If there's a shot of Ron going, whoa, you get it. But we then don't need a cut to their arses.
The face you're making when you do that noise for Ron is
it's the Ron face. Ron does it a lot. He does it for food and for females. He goes, whoa, fucking whoa. Look at that sausage. Boy loves a sausage, I'll tell you. Some of my takeaways from this movie. It's nice that Voldemort waits for the school year to start before he starts his shenanigans. Lets them have their summer holidays. Because you're just like, why not during the summer holidays when they're all split up? Why not just fucking get at them, Like, no, I'll wait until they're back
Especially
at school.
because Harry's just in, like, regular Britain.
Yes.
Not surrounded by wizards.
Ron's not there. Hermione's not there. They're never there. He's just in the Dudley's house. So it's like, just go in when he's asleep and fucking Avada Kedavra him. Done.
Avada Kedavra.
Another takeaway. Harry loves to flaunt his wealth. When he's on the train, he's like, don't worry, Ron, I'll pay for everything, and just gets all these gold coins out.
Is that not, that's the wrong one you're talking, that's Philosopher's Stone, isn't it?
No, I think when they're on the train, there's a reason why Ron doesn't have cash.
Because he's poor. That's the whole point
because he's poor. But then Harry's like, don't worry, and he's like,
that's Philosopher's Stone. This film.
But it's also this one. He flaunts his money.
They do it again.
He flaunts his money everywhere.
Wait, no, but do they really? They do the exact same bit from Philosopher's Stone in Goblet of Fire.
I think so. Yeah.
That's weird.
Another takeaway, Cedric's introduction into this movie is him dropping out of a tree. How long was he in that tree for? How long was he up there waiting to drop down? He's like, okay, Harry and Ron are coming now. Oh, yeah, this is my son Cedric. Drop. And did he practice?
But his father screaming, "My boy!" That's a good scene.
Again,
can't go wrong with that.
My issues with Goblet of Fire is a lot of this movie is none of the characters we like interacting. Yeah. It's Harry just having to solve how to do the next tournament thing. Mm-hmm. Does the tournament thing, which, by the way, what the fuck that we're letting anyone do that, adults or children.
I distinctly remember they're like, right, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? Nah. And it's like, right, well, you're going to have to do it. And it's what? Why?
They're like, the rules is the rules. He has to do it. It's like, but does he though? Can he not sit this one out? Let him sit this one out. But yeah, a lot of the movies then just like, okay, we've solved it. Okay, now we've completed the tournament. We'll move on. And at the end of the movie, they're like, oh, it turns out that guy wasn't actually that guy. Mm-hmm. And Cedric died, and it's really sad. And every time it happens, I well up. It's a powerful scene.
It's a good scene.
They kill, the vampire dude. And it's sad. And the dad goes, my boy! My boy! Like that. And it's really sad. And
but it does... Once again, implications of the Harry Potter world making zero fucking sense. So within the wizarding community, within the wizarding halls of Hogwarts, which once again established as being a safe place for these wizard children, that's why Voldemort has to go through all these fucking schemes and shenanigans to get to them. So what does he do? He turns the Triwizard Cup into a portkey, which is a magical artifact. Anything could be a port. You can make anything magical. So this microphone, this bottle of Pepsi Max Cherry, anything. Zoop, you get whipped away to wherever you set the portkey exit hole, right? Cool. And it's in Hogwarts.
Yep.
So he got through it.
Yep.
Just make one of Harry's shoes in the Dursley's house a portkey.
Puts his foot in the shoe, boom.
Fucking write a letter, right? Because I think you can. Can you timestamp them as well? You can set the portkey to only trigger at a certain point, because otherwise anyone touching the fucking Triwizard Cup should have been whipped away, right? Yeah. So write a letter, portkey it for, I don't know, a day, 2 days for the Royal Mail to get their shit together. Post it to Harry
it's the
Potter.
Owls, remember?
When Dursley's like, Harry, you've got a letter, passes it to him. Harry's like, and then 5 Death Eaters are all standing there like,
and they all Avada Kedavra.
Sorry, dickhead, Avada Kedavra. Where's Voldemort? Well, he's not going to be here just in case, you fucking moron.
He's going to go rule the world. Done. Other takeaways from this movie. I'm glad that Ron's fed up with Harry's antics because they have a falling out. I'm quite, by this point, fed up with Harry's antics when you get to the 4th one. There's a scene where one of the old, the guys from like Eastern Europe, their champion,
Durmstrangs.
He hooks up with Hermione.
He's the shark-headed Crumb.
He's clearly far too old for her.
Yeah, he's a big
She's
fella.
like 14. He's 18 at least. That's an offence. That's a criminal offence. Here in the UK, that's below the age that we accept.
Yep.
Don't care if you're in your little wizarding world over there.
Yep.
We have some rules. And she lives in the regular world with her muggle parents. You know? Wrong. As if Quidditch wasn't savage enough. As if Quidditch wasn't savage enough, they have a tournament to kill other children. And also, 13 years, some of these people really need to let go of the past and move on, i.e. Voldemort, who is just a petty old man picking on a 14-year-old boy.
Yeah.
And that's his entire, just like, you're a little kid and you didn't die when I tried to kill you. So I'm going to upright my entire plan of life to kill you. Let it go, mate. You know?
There is a reason, isn't there? Because I can't remember what it is, but
later they make the reason, but Voldemort doesn't know the reason.
Right.
So I think for him to be like, instead of taking over the world,
surely he does know the reason.
But I think by the end of the movie, they're like, oh, he doesn't realise that Harry's a Horcrux.
What like beats Voldemort the first time?
I think the rebound when he tries to kill Harry, like I think the mother gets in the way, something rebounds and it hits
It's
him.
his mother's love. That's the whole thing. That's how he gets the scar, the
and
curse.
It rebounds.
What happened when his dad died? Did his dad not love him enough?
The dad's so gone from this movie.
James Potter's like, Avada Kedavra, and Voldemort's like, I guess he must not have loved his son, because I read.
Like, oh well.
I've read a few times that if somebody loves their son and they die protecting his family, then
bounce back,
they
be
can bounce
dangerous.
Back. So Lily, I actually feel terrible. Because there's quite a big thing. He didn't love you or
Do you
Harry.
want to talk about this before I kill you? Or one of my observations when you first meet James Potter is he looks like a Tory MP. So that says everything about him. Also, why does Harry Potter now have Force ghosts? Because at the end of the movie, his mum and his dad, the gardener, or the groundskeeper, and someone else all show up as Force ghosts to help him defeat Voldemort. Why?
That's at the end of part 2, though, right? Deathly Hallows part 2.
But they show up in Goblet of Fire for the first time, and that's the first time it does Force ghosts, where they're like, Harry, we're here to help you. You can't defeat him, Harry. And he's just kind of like, oh yeah, cool, I'm talking to my dead mum. That's totally normal.
Is there an in-universe reason, from the films anyway, you can tell me, and if anyone genuinely cares enough to send me a text, feel free. Is there a reason why they didn't just Accio every single solution in the Triwizard Cup? You know Accio? Accio Gavin's glasses, and they'd whip across to me. Because he uses Accio broom to beat the dragon.
Yes.
Right? Because what they have to get the dragon egg.
Yeah, they've got to get the dragon egg.
So he's like, Accio broom flies around. Right? Here's quick fix for Gary. Accio dragon egg. Right. Fucking stop the...
Done that now.
Stop the challenge.
Stop the dragon.
The Crumb and the Bo Battens have to get theirs. Accio. I've got all 3 of them.
Also, when it comes to the dragon, cup.
Cup.
Make the dragon a cup.
Fuck you, dragon.
My last comment upon Goblet
Accio
of Fire.
Triwizard Cup. Whoop. Granted, he would have got Portkey away, but it's like...
He put his foot in his shoe and he's gone.
I just feel like there's a million fucking...
There are a million solutions that Voldemort could have done to get this 40-year-old boy anytime he wanted. I.e., attack him during the summer holidays. That's my main goal.
I would have got so fat if I was a wizard. I'd have been like, Accio Pop Chips.
Why?
Because I would have just Accio'd everything to me.
I guess, you don't have to move for anything.
Accio Harry Potter
Accio
DVD.
TV controller, Accio crisps, done.
Right?
My last comment upon Goblet of Fire
Could you Accio, like, as a prank? Could I stand behind you and then be like, Accio dog shit, and it would fly to me, but just splat all over you?
Could you kill a person by, like, Accio bullet, but then would the bullet also hit you? But then maybe it would get lodged in the person you hit.
Well, if you want to kill someone, it'd be like Accio lungs.
Jesus Christ, written the lungs at the back of me.
Yeah.
I did that enough when I smoked.
Can you imagine? You'd be like, oh, I feel weird. It kind of feels like my lungs are like dancing as they rip out of you at speed.
Dude, I feel like my lungs are dancing. Goblet of Fire proves that they have no care for any living creature or animal in the entire universe. They just use it for sport, for entertainment, and for whatever they want.
Yeah, they're pretty fucking brutal.
They're just like, these beautiful dragons, aren't they gorgeous? Yeah, let's chain them up and make them chase children around a school. What? No, leave the dragons alone. And then they're like, oh, there's a whole culture of mer people under the water. What should we do? Let's invade their territory, leave 4 dead or seemingly dead children in there, and then make other people show up, invade them, and shoot them with shit. No,
let's really rattle the hornet's nest to the mermaid.
Yeah, let's. Really
I'd never thought about it, but you're right. They really don't give a. The dragon one, the mermaid people, maybe somewhere down the line,
agreed.
Dumbledore has been like, look, guys, this is Triwizard Cup time. Happens every 5 years.
Did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? No, cool.
Do you mind if we put more children down? No, fantastic. But the dragons, it's made very clear, are just feral beasts.
Yeah, and they're just like, well, we'll use them to kill the kids.
What if it had killed a kid? What if Harry Potter just got scorched?
I mean, do any kids die in these movies?
No.
A lot of kids come close.
Oh, no, sorry. A lot of kids die in these films.
Well, yeah, true. By the end.
Photo kid, he gets killed, doesn't he?
No, I think it all wears off. Because they look into like reflections, so it doesn't fully kill them.
No, he dies in the final battle.
What, photographer kid?
I think so.
I know, like in the last couple, I'm talking like when it's just regular school time.
Oh no!
When they're not having an all-out war and they're like.
Diggory's the first death.
Yes,
it's a big. It's like a turning point for the series.
Yeah, the character doesn't exist in any other movie, and then all of a sudden, everyone loves Cedric Diggory. Love that. Apparently, in that tree for 4 years. Fell out of that. Number 5 on the list. Is Deathly Wait.
Is that, sorry, I feel like we skimmed it. I skimmed it a bit. Is that genuinely how he introduced? He just jumps out
so they're walking in the woods, and then it's Ron's dad. He's like, hey, this is my pal, meet him. And like, do. And then he goes, oh, this is my son, Cedric. And then Cedric, right out of the tree, lands. He goes, hey, I'm Cedric. And shakes their hand.
I wonder whose decision that was on the day of filming.
Definitely Robert Pattinson's. Because that's such a Robert Pattinson thing to do. It's like, I want to come out of the tree. And they're like, okay, but we're not shooting your scene for like another 8 hours. He goes, I'm method. I'll be up in the tree.
I'll see you there.
I'll be just give me a pack of peanuts and a wee fruit shoot. I'll see you soon.
Give me some trail mix.
Yes. So next on the list, number 5, Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Yep. We made it.
A good. It's all right, you know. Yep. It's got some fun action. It doesn't, I feel, resolve in it. The books probably do a better job of resolving stuff, but it's definitely like, yeah, you know, all these characters you've loved, we're going to not do the character stuff that much anymore. We're actually just going to kind of get rid of that completely. We're just going to have big shootouts, big climactic scenes, and then just as you're like, cool, now we'll get the resolution of all the characters, we're going to jump into the future and just
see where they're at.
Yep, that's kind of it. But the good stuff that it does good is really good. The Snape stuff, for example, and all like that reveal. Because I was messaging you because your wife Hannah is a massive Harry Potter fan. And I was like, when that reveal happens in, i.e., the books or the movies, do people know that he was still a good guy?
Yeah, no, it was definitely like a big. I remember being shocked when I read the books. I remember being like, what? It's a big because obviously the last one he kills Dumbledore, didn't he? So it's like they do a good job of making it like, but flip side of that, much like we said last episode, are the breadcrumbs there enough, or is it like...
It does feel like in the movies, there are a good amount of breadcrumbs that you can be like, he's not a bad guy.
Yeah.
Up until the Dumbledore part, and then you're like, maybe he is just a bad guy. Yeah. And then when they give you the flashback,
double agent,
yeah, or triple. Is he a triple agent or something? Was that something you talked about?
No, because he's a good guy. He's pretending to be a bad guy.
But then was there not a thing where he was then going to turn out to be a bad guy?
Oh,
again?
I think at some point, but it probably, I'm sure, it just feels stupid at that point.
Takeaways from part 2.
Chinese, Indian, fish and chips.
Mental with Snape being in charge of Hogwarts, it's still the exactly same kind of dangerous, violent. Like, no, they're all like, "Oh, this is worse." I'm like, "Is it? Was it any better before Snape was in charge?" Kids were still getting the shit kicked out of them. They're going off into the woods.
Do you not remember when that pink maniac was fucking carving the word "I will"? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
into your skin, Harry.
Like,
was that worse than this?
remember when you got detention and they sent you into the quote forbidden forest,
dangerous forest,
full of. At one point, Voldemort's just kicking about in there eating unicorns. Then you've got the centaurs, and you've got giants that are loose. Like, fuck knows what else is in
big fuck off spider,
big fuck off spider,
like
and they're just like
babies.
Detention. On you go.
Yeah, that is. I know that's a Philosopher's Stone thing, but that's fucking so stupid.
Mad. But we'll get there. You know, Cho comes back in the movie. We love Cho. What was her name again?
Cho Chow.
Cho Chow. Thank you.
Was it Cho Chang?
It
might be Cho Chang.
This is something that was constant in all the movies, but we get to it the first time. Warwick Davis is at it.
It's 3 different characters, isn't it?
Oh, more than that.
Is he more?
So in the first movie alone, he plays 3 characters.
Does he?
Yeah, and then he gets the professor character, which he kind of mainlines.
Flitwick.
But then plays goblin characters, and he plays other ones.
I know Vern Troyer plays one of the trolls in the bank. Gringotts.
Goblins.
Warwick, yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Warwick Davis takes all of the little people roles.
You only need. They're like, why pay for multiple when we just pay for Warwick Davis?
But every time just looks like Warwick Davis. So like, has he got a lot of brothers or something?
Oompa Loompa rules.
Do you think all the Death Eaters hired a minibus to get to Hogwarts? So they all show up at the end and they're all shooting their shit. If you rent a minibus, saves on flying.
Saves money.
You know? That's a big group. You rent a minibus, you can all get there.
I want, mini broom.
If this is how dangerous high school is, what is university going to be like afterwards?
Yeah, what is I don't think there is a wizard university. I think Hogwarts kind of covers it.
What, in 5 years?
6 years.
Is it 6 years?
Yeah, he skips his 6th year. He goes and does the Deathly
Oh,
Hallows.
it's true. Yeah, they stick it. I forgot they stick it.
But yeah, 6 years. But then I don't think there is. So because Harry goes to be an aura straight away, doesn't he? Hermione goes into protection of magical animals.
I mean, someone needs to, because Jesus Christ.
And Ron, oh fuck! See, this is me digging deep into my Harry Potter lore. What does Ron do? There's a short film someone's made called "It's All Gone Ron" for me, and it is basically Ron, so they've all left Hogwarts and they're all like off, like grown up. I think, and it's like it's the only character in it is Ron, and he's like a fat ginger bloke, and he's like, "You're right, Harry, Hermione. I just wanted to ring and let you know. I don't mind you, in fact, you guys are together. Actually, I know I had problems in the past, but I just miss you so much." And he's like doing magic, and it just ends with him like with the wand in his hand, like puts the wand in his mouth and like blows his brains out. But it's just like Ron's just had a shit one. And
I mean, honestly, the path Ron goes through in this movie, he has it rough. It's not a good run for Ron.
It's all gone wrong.
Last points. Lucius definitely went to Argentina at the end of the movie.
What? What are you talking about?
Well, because you know at the end of World War II, when Hitler supposedly killed himself, but then he went to Argentina.
Yeah.
That's definitely what Lucius did. Because he can't come back into the wizarding world comfortably. He has to go to Argentina, and then people have to be like, where is he? Because he killed a lot of people.
Yeah, Lucius was a bad guy. He was a lieutenant, wasn't he? Lieutenant.
And then...
Right, top 4.
Top 4. We're in the top 4 now.
Yeah. What have we got left? Order of the Phoenix and the original trilogy.
Yeah.
I know you can't really say that, but I feel like your first 3 feel like a trilogy, and then it all goes off the deep end.
Well, that's maybe not what I think. Number 4 is on the definitive Harry Potter movies ranking list. Name pending.
I love that you claim all of our rankings are definitive.
Yeah. Who else's would be? Number 4 is Harry Potter.
Yep.
And
it could be any of them at this
it could be. What if I just stop there? My top 4 are Harry Potter and Harry Potter and Harry Potter and Harry Potter and. Fill in the rest. Yeah, number 4 is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
Ooh, that's a hot take.
It's a hot take.
It's a hot take.
Here's where we come at.
Go on then.
Fun.
Yep, whimsical.
Chris Columbus, great person to start off this new
Good kids
franchise.
film.
It introduces you to the world wonderfully. The wonder, the awe of the kids, the way the camera is angled and blocked, so you can look up at things like they look up at things. The madness of it all, that good little story that they then, that structure of story, that they then go on to rinse for the next 5 movies or so, with like, Snape's done something wrong. We need to stop Snape from doing this wrong thing. But what's the mystery? There's a mystery behind what Snape's doing. Turns out, it wasn't Snape, it was someone else. Who was it?
Under the influence of Voldemort.
Snape tried to... Snape! It's like, would you give up on Snape? It's not Snape.
It is fun, isn't it? 6 years. 6 years they were like, it's not Snape, and then he kills Dumbledore.
Just because he's a bit of a bastard to them.
He just doesn't like kids.
And then it turns out Harry's dad, much like Harry himself, was the actual dick of the story.
Yeah, but then, if you were a teacher at school, so say I was like... Say me and you went to school together, and I bullied fuck out of you,
like you do now.
Yeah, like I do now, but worse, like actual bullied you,
okay,
like the way that James Potter actually bullied Snape.
Yeah,
and then you become a teacher, and then one day this kid rocks up, black hair, glasses, little mustache, and he's like, "You're right, Mr. Gavin."
What? You forget my name?
No, I know your name's Gavin.
Do you not know my second name?
No, that's what I'm thinking of. It's not Wilson.
No, it's not Wilson.
It's not Jones.
We've known each other since 20...
Well, you don't know my name.
Gary Copeland Boyd.
Fuck. I was hoping that would take you longer.
No.
Stuart.
There you go. What's my middle name?
Oh, Beverly. I don't fucking know. Who knows? Who knows your middle name? You've never told me your middle name.
I don't even know my middle name.
Christopher.
Nope.
Anyway, this little kid's like, all right, Mr. Stewart. And you're like, who are you? And he's like, my name's Gary Jr. Copeland Boyd. Are you going to look at him and be like, cool, I'm going to make your life a fucking living hell?
Well,
that'll teach your dead dad.
Do you know who you're talking to?
No, but fine, you probably would.
I would.
But
you wouldn't.
It doesn't make sense because all you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to make your life hell because your dad was a prick to me.
No, but
you can't. I know because it's fucking famous that you can't even go back and be like, oh, Snape was being a dick to me. It has no relevance to your dad. He's dead. He's out. He's off the mortal coil.
He didn't even love you enough to bounce back the spell onto Voldemort.
So nothing. It literally doesn't matter. If I'm a dick to you, the only thing I'm doing is making your life more difficult. Because I know you're also, because Dumbledore's told me, you're also going back to the fucking Dursleys' houses and they're giving you shit.
I think that's just Snape to everyone, though. We have to see the connection between Snape and the dad. But I think Snape just didn't like anyone and was
Snape
a dick to everyone.
cry-wanks into the sink. Not even not even in bed. He just gets up, cry-wanks into the sink.
Here's the thing about Snape, though. Character-wise...
Probably looking at himself in a mirror and like really, like in his head, really being like, you fucking disgust me. Look at that belly. Look at that belly, you piece of shit. Cry-wanking.
Snape as a character, troublesome. Alan Rickman as a performance, legendary.
Yeah.
Alan Rickman takes that character that could have just been like really sinister and mean and me, and he turns it into this kind of theatrical, almost ridiculous, but in the best way performance. And for example, anytime Snape enters a room, Alan Rickman does not just walk into the room. He bursts with flair and fragrance into every room, and his entrances are stunning. To the point in Goblet of Fire, you know, when like the ladies show up and they're all like, and they're doing the thing, and then like the cool guys show up when they're stamping their sticks. Oh, that's cool. I think when Hogwarts does that for other schools, they just send in Snape. And Snape just saunters in, does a thing with a spell, and people go, this school is cool.
That's cool.
That's the kind of guy who doesn't cry wank in front of a mirror.
Being horrible to himself.
So yeah, The Philosopher's Stone. I just think it's a fun, lovely adventure movie done by Chris Columbus, who did like Home Alone movies and stuff like that. Yep. So, you know, an absolute G of that. And I loved it. I had so much fun. Number 3 on the list, don't know why I went back, I know all the list at this point, is Harry Potter and The Chamber of Secrets.
Whoa!
Chamber of Secrets has all the fun, because Chris Columbus came back to direct this, has all the fun and the whimsy and the enjoyment of the first one, but with a beginning of a tinge of the darkness and a really good mystery with some really good, like, what's going on here, what's causing these deaths, who is this Tom Riddle? Let's go back and let's look at the Tom Riddle book.
And it has that Scottish ghost that likes looking at wee boys' willies.
And it has the Scottish ghost that likes looking at wee boys' willies, which is weirdly not one of the things I had, because you had to tell me that because it's cut from the book.
No, the girl. Moaning Myrtle, not
Oh god, yeah, I forgot about Moaning Myrtle.
it's in the film, mate.
Don't like that. Don't like that character
because she's a pedo. Oh, well, she's not. She's a wee girl. But it's weird that Dumbledore and the rest of the teachers aren't like, right. So we've got Nearly's headless Nick. He's a ghost. He lives in the castle grounds. Oh, he doesn't live, but he exists in the castle grounds.
Kicks about.
And he's like, he's fine. He scares kids when he pulls off his head a little bit. But for the most part, he's harmless. He's friendly. We've got Jeeves the prankster, annoying as shit. He's not in the films. He's in the books, but yeah, whatever. We've got Lady Ravenclaw. She kicks around. Like, yeah, she wails a lot, but mostly harmless. Should we exercise that little girl ghost that looks at wee boys' willies? And they're just all like, I don't think so. I think we just let her be up there. It's like, cool. I appreciate what you're saying, right? Because I feel like this would be Minerva and Dumbledore. Minerva being like, I think we should exercise that little girl ghost.
We should do something about this.
Dumbledore's like, no, it's probably fine because, like, one, she's just looking at, it's only Harry Potter she's interested in.
But she does it to Cedric as well. We just don't see it. We hear about it in the Goblet of Fire. She's like, Cedric was here for much longer and he took off all of his clothes. And then Harry's pushed.
Cedric fucked the ghost?
It does feel like a Cedric move.
It feels, because that, like, you're right. I've just remembered, like, oh, Cedric was here for much longer. It definitely feels like Cedric was like, oh, I'm taking off my shirt. I hope Moaning Myrtle's not looking, but like making direct eye contact with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like,
and she's peering out from behind like the bathroom.
Yeah,
stall.
and he's like, oh, I'm about to take off my towel. I really hope Moaning Myrtle's not looking at my naked body.
Meanwhile, Harry Potter's like, I only care about Joe Chow, so get away from me, Moaning Myrtle.
I think it's Cho Chang.
Who cares about her dumb name? She's a wonderful character, though. Takeaways from Chamber of Secrets. There needs to be a spin-off show with Dobby.
It's Cho Chang.
Thank you. Where Dobby just causes chaos. At one point, the uncle...
Here's a hot take. Here's a real hot take from me.
I think I know what you're going to say, but you can say it.
What do you think?
Who gives a fuck about Dobby?
I fucking hate him.
Who cares?
Everyone loves him because he dies.
Yeah.
He does I remember reading the books, and I remember when the films came in and just being like, I hate that little prick. He's so annoying.
The thing is, in Chamber of Secrets, he shows up, he causes chaos and mischief.
Because he's trying to keep Harry Potter off.
Yeah,
fine.
Trying to keep him away from Hogwarts and stuff.
Don't make him a recurring character, though.
Okay, and then nothing. Deathly Hallows Part 1 shows up, does two things. People go, oh, that's cool, dies. Everyone goes, oh. And I'm like, don't care.
Killing Fred, savage. Good choice, Good choice. That's like a key character, been around for all the
Every
books.
Every movie.
Fun
characters, lovable characters.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah.
That's cool. Obviously, you're not going to kill one of the big three.
Yeah.
Probably should have, because it would have been better. Killing Dumbledore, good pick. He's been around for ages as well. Big character.
Cedric Diggory.
Cedric Diggory gets introduced and murdered.
But it's the way the father reacts, you know?
My boy! But Dobby, like, killing... I remember when he died, I was just like...
Yeah, I remember when we were sitting there watching the movie, and I'm like, oh yes, we're getting to the bit where Dobby's going to die soon. And then Dobby dies. And we're both just kind of like, okay, that's the movie done now, so we'll move on from that. It's like, didn't care about Dobby, I've never cared about Dobby. Boring character, but in the second movie, the uncle is going to make a Japanese golfer joke, but it's cut off. I'm glad they chose to do that, because I dread to think what the uncle's Japanese golfer joke was going to be.
I'm pretty sure I know what that joke is. It's it's the wrong hole joke, isn't it? Do you want me to tell you the joke?
No, I don't think we should tell a joke.
Why?
Ron's owl should probably be allowed to retire, move to a sanctuary somewhere nice, because that owl is done. Gilderoy.
Aren't all of Ron's pets like fucking dead?
Well,
like,
the rat's the man. The rat is the man that watches him like explode his body for the first time.
Yes. Why was nobody in the Weasley household like, here, hasn't Scabbers been alive for fucking ages?
Like, I get we're in a magic world, but he's a rat.
How long does a rat live? They can't have been as long as Peter Pettigrew was a rat. rat lifespan.
You look for that. I'll give some read-offs. Gilderoy Lockhart would have been cancelled during the Me Too movement. Do
you know how long rats live?
How long?
It's not even it's not even like, oh, he's on the old side, but good old Scabbers is still kicking about. 2 years if it's a brown rat and 12 months if it's a black rat.
Yeah, the Weasleys are just at it.
Domesticated ones sometimes live up to 4 years. The longest living rat in captivity was 7 years old, but that's an outlier. Like, no chance.
No one's going to believe Scabbers. A rat with a death wish, it seems, at sometimes. They should have used...
Imagine if the cat had killed him.
What, the rat? Would it completely reshape the entire...
if Hermione's cat, if it was like, Hermione, get rid of your cat. He keeps trying to eat Scabbers. And Hermione was like, Ron, I'm really sorry. Last night I came in and...
Tail hanging out the mouth.
And blood everywhere. I think he actually killed Scabbers. Ron would be like, oh, Hermione, that really upset me. But then Voldemort would never have come back because it's him who cuts his hand off, isn't it?
Yeah, it's him that does all the stuff to bring Voldemort.
Hermione fucked it.
As usual. They should have used the Eat Slug spell on Voldemort. Why didn't they? That would have been great. Voldemort's trying to do anything, eat slugs.
Good.
Surely turning anything into a cup is one of the most OP spells in Harry Potter. We've talked about this many times. Yeah. This is where they introduce it.
Doesn't make sense. It's crazy. What are they turning into cups as well? Because it's a living creature, isn't it?
He turns Scabbers into a cup.
So it literally shows you can turn a living creature into a cup.
No, that one doesn't make sense. What's the criteria for being one of the nosy bastards who ends up in a painting, other than being a nosy bastard, of course?
I was talking to Hannah about this in Hogwarts in America. So, how does it work? Because remember, Dumbledore dies.
And he goes into a painting.
But no, exactly, right? So Dumbledore dies, they paint a magic portrait of him, Dumbledore's in the painting.
Yeah.
So, two things. One, is it like at some point during your life, if you are a great enough wizard, do you get kind of like a letter from the Queen when you turn, or a king now when you turn 100? Do the magic fucking government send you a letter like, you're right, we need you to put some of your essence into this phylactery, for example.
Oh, okay.
And then when you die, we will use that to imbue a portrait of you with your tendencies. Or if you're a magic painter, could you just paint like, right, painting Gav, there you go, he's come to life. And then you're like, haha, what's up? I'm in a portrait, I'm Meandering Movie Podcast. Like us on TikTok. And I'm like, oh, fuck me, I actually forgot how much I don't like Gav. You know what? I'm going to give him a massive nose and big ears and a fucking big willy on his chin. And then you're in the because all the portraits, you remember, because you can run to different paintings. So then you're like kicking around, fucking like a goblin with a big dick in your chin. Everyone's like, who the fuck are you? And you're like, oh, I'm the great wizard Gav, but my painter didn't like me, so he's done a dick in my chin. They're like, oh, you've got to go to like the dungeons of Hogwarts. There's one painting in the toilet that all the horrible people go to. You've got to go down there.
The painting stuff is just, there's so much to unpack of just like, how do you end up in a painting? What kind of freedoms do you have within the painting?
Yeah.
Can you go to a painting that's in a different...
They fear death as well.
Yeah, because John French's character, she was like, oh, it's him, he's here.
The Gryffindor lady. She's like, oh, he ripped my painting, I almost died. She's like, I had to leave my portrait because he would have killed me.
If Harry wants more guidance and experience, can he just go to Dumbledore's office and chat to the Dumbledore painting?
It's nuts. And also, if you get the trading cards in fucking Harry Potter, you get them from the Chocolate Frogs, useless. Because sometimes you'd be like, oh, I've got Dumbledore. Oh, I can't get it out. You're like, there it is. And you're like, it's not even in it, you fucking liar.
But where is he?
What's the point?
Does he have like 10 minutes a day where he has to sit in the cards?
Imagine that as a portrait, though. Imagine that if you are one of the portraits with sentience, and you're like, oh, I better go to the fucking that one kid's Dumbledore card now. And you go out there and he's like not even looking at it. He's just like, well, this is fun.
But then what if you get the collector's item of the original Dumbledore before they change the actor?
Oh, who fucking knows? Nothing makes sense.
So, I've got the Gambon one. Oh, I've got the original Dumbledore one.
Stupid, mate.
Last two closing points for Chamber of Secrets. It's really handy that Tom Riddle does a whole diary to explain the movie to Harry Potter. That was nice of him. And when it comes to going down into the Chamber of Secrets, all of the capable teachers who could go don't, and instead send Gilderoy Lockhart, which they all think is funny. They sent him with 3 children as well, and they're like, you've got it, knowing that he doesn't have it.
Yeah, knowing he's a fraud.
Snape's like, yep, sure, fine, on you go. And Dumbledore's like, I have no problem with this.
At the Harry Potter pseudo tour, I learned quite a lot of stuff about Gilderoy Lockhart.
There's a lot to know about him
so his entire wardrobe is designed to let you know he's a fraud. So it's like he's wearing fake snakeskin boots, which you don't know are fake in the confines of the movies, but they look like fake snakeskin boots. His cloak has snake print on the inside as well to let you know he's like a snake, a sneaky fraudster. His crest that he has imbued on all of his items is
fake,
like a house crest. Well, the reason you know it's fake, even if you watch the film, is because it has a G on it for Gilderoy, but that's not how family crests work. It's a family crest. It would have an L. It would have an L. So all of his crests have G on it because it's all bollocks.
See, Everything about Columbus and these details make it
how cool's that?
The number 3 movie on the list for sure.
2.
Number 2 on the list
is Azkaban and Phoenix Fire.
The number 2
Order of the Phoenix
Harry Potter movie on a definitive Harry Potter movies ranking list is Order of the Phoenix.
I knew you were going to put Azkaban at top. What a cowardly choice.
We don't know that yet.
Fuck you.
Excuse me, we don't know that yet. So we'll get there and we'll talk about it. Order of the Phoenix used to be...
I'm tapping out now.
Used to be my lowest ranked Harry Potter movie before this rewatch.
Okay.
Now it's my second because it has some of the best character work between the characters.
Yep.
We get the expansion of Harry Potter and Cho Chang. You get a larger dynamic. We get more time with characters like Neville or the Irish kid, who in every movie just likes to blow things up.
Yep.
Mental that's one of the things they push is, hey, the Irish kid likes explosions and bombs.
I don't think he likes it.
He does. Because in the last movie, they make comment on the fact of, we need to make a big bang, and they all look to him. Because he sets up the explosions on the bridge.
It's worse than that. Because J.K. Rowling wasn't like, Irish kid who likes explosions. I thought we were going to
get the whole episode about saying her dirty name.
I know, but she was like, what's funnier? Irish kid who likes explosions or an Irish kid who has it like hard-coded into his genetic material?
Ooh, that's all good. That's right, I love Order of the Phoenix now. I think
that's the one with the pink lady, right?
Yeah, it's the one with the pink lady, yeah.
She gets raped by horses.
She gets raped by horses. Fucking hell. You just outright went for that one.
Well, that's true. That's a fact.
Where are the notes?
Do you know why? Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, you tell me while I look.
Do you know why?
I found the notes.
Do you know this?
No, I don't.
So, when do we last see her?
When she gets taken away by the centaurs? Yeah.
Centaurs in Greek mythology were written famously because horses have big schlongs and Greek mythology is fucking wild. Centaurs have famously been written as rapists. That was like what they did in Greek mythology.
Yeah.
Then the last time we see her, I can't remember her name, Umbridge, last time we see Umbridge, is in the medical bay, relatively unharmed, looks completely normal, right? She doesn't look bruised or injured or like sore in any way. No visible anomalies within her persona, but she does look like she has PTSD.
Like she's been through something.
When Ron's like, "Here, what's this, Harry?" Clip clop, she's like, "Ah!" because she got abused by the horses.
That is a mental part of the movie. Also, apparently, I was like, what?
What else were the centaurs doing with her?
Well, that's the other thing. How do the centaurs look at Hogwarts? Because they act as if centaurs are a lesser species.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yucky centaur, you can't speak to me. They're just hanging about in the woods. Meanwhile, you're over in that school torturing, maiming, and possibly killing children. What's society like for the centaurs in the woods?
Yeah, if I was a centaur, I'd be fucked off because I'd be like, look, I'm a human being. Granted, I'm strapped to a horse.
I'm strapped to a horse.
But like, I am a human being.
Get me off of this, please.
Yeah, like I'm a human being, right? I've heard that they've got something called a PlayStation 1. And I have to eat fucking mushrooms that I forage.
Apparently, they have a game called Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone on that PlayStation 1, which is just a hoot and a holler.
But like, you know what I mean? I'd be like, but we live out here in the fucking forest, in the forbidden forest with a fucking gigantic spider. Have you heard of this? Warm baths. Apparently, that's the thing.
Warm baths. And this is something that seems to trouble the wizards, but not the muggles. little yellow plastic ducks go in the bath and they float around.
Always fucked me off.
There's too much. That's the other thing I want to ask about centaurs. In the first one, when a centaur shows up and speaks to Harry, he seems pretty like clued in, intelligent, Mr. Potter. Yep. In this one, they seem to make them like they're wild animals.
Well, yeah, it's because of the raping.
Because of the rape. So are they like Vikings?
They're in heat.
But then why are they not coming into the school and just snatching people?
Who knows, mate? Dumbledore's, because he's like, I'll send you Umbridge, the end. You can do what you want.
I'll send you Umbridge, the end. Notes-wise from this movie, there wasn't a lot because it was my second favourite. Mm-hmm. The only ones, wizards are holding out on the property ladder opportunities for a younger generation. So this is when they go to Sirius Black's house, which is hidden in 2 other houses. That could go to another family, you know?
It's fucking massive as well.
It's been sitting there empty.
Yeah, it's huge.
Holding out the property ladder. Surprised Lupin doesn't try to offer Harry more of his special chocolate because he loves to offer out that special chocolate. Yep. Eat some chocolate, Harry, you'll be fine. Oh, did you pass out? Nothing happened, I swear. I learned from the Minotaurs. Rich of them to act like Luna Lovegood is weird. She is just like any other person in Harry Potter. Just because she can see a dead thing doesn't make her... It's like, there are
like
weirder people.
Brain, though, isn't she?
There are weirder people.
There are weirder people, but she's pegged as being like scatty-brained.
This movie comes so close to having a regular detention, and then of course they had to go and make it Hogwartsy, like, which is cut words into people's fucking arms.
Right, number 1, Prisoner of Azkaban.
On a definitive Harry Potter movies ranking list, name pending. The previous films, number 8 was Order of the Phoenix. No, sorry,
Gav. Don't make me sit through this again.
Number 8 was Half-Blood Prince. Number 7 was Deathly Hallows Part 1. Number 6 was The Goblet of Fire. Number 5 was Deathly Hallows Part 2. Number 4 was The Philosopher's Stone. Number 3 was The Chamber of Secrets. Number 2 was The Order of the Phoenix. And number 1 is... Drumroll, please.
Really milking this one in here.
Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban is the best Harry Potter movie. Anyone who disagrees, loser, idiot, you're stupid.
I don't think anyone... I think it's universally the favourite one.
Yeah, I don't think the rest are like... I think a lot of people would put Half-Blood Prince higher than I have. This movie sets the tone...
You're not on the Harry Potter Reddit.
Of course, I'm not a loser.
Holy fuck.
If you're on the Harry Potter subreddit, get a grip. Grow up. You're an adult. I'm talking to your wife right now. You'll never hear this.
No, it's me. I'm on that.
Oh, God, get a grip. This movie sets the tone and changes the tone for what Harry Potter is going to come. Alfonso Cuarón's shooting style, beautiful. The music, incredible. The scenes between Sirius Black and Lupin and Snape, badass. We get to find out that Scabbers is actually a fully grown man who's just been watching a young child explore his body. They go to that place. This is the mental thing from this movie. They need a written permission slip to visit a town.
Hogsmeade.
But they don't need a written permission slip for any of the mental shit like riding brooms or doing spells or
that is weird,
fucking with animals.
Why is that?
Why is that, Gary? Why is that?
It is because when they do eventually get to Hogsmeade, it's not like all the kids are like, we're in Hogsmeade. Crack out the wizard whiskey.
Yeah, let's go wild.
They're like, what are we going to do? He's like, well, we're going to go out Hogsmeade. We are going to pop into a few shops, maybe go to get a butterbeer, which is, as far as I can tell, like non-alcoholic. It's not like a proper beer.
Probably like a light cider.
I don't think it's like that. I'd say maybe it is, but it
doesn't.
Did
you have any in Florida?
Doesn't even. Yeah, but it's not alcoholic out there. Okay. But it doesn't seem to be alcoholic because otherwise they wouldn't have kids.
Yeah, it's just like, let's go have a nice day out in a wee village, like
it's weird
shop area, and they're like, well, we need a written permission slip. But anyway, after that, when you come back, we're going to get on the brooms and we're going to chase each other and shoot fucking spells.
And then in herbology today, we're going to pull out these mandrake roots. If your earphones slip off at any point and you hear the scream of a mandrake, you will die. Right? You will die. So everyone make sure you keep your earphones fully on just in case.
Some of my takeaways from this movie is there a Wizarding World version of Peter for
also sorry Gav, just before you go into your list here because I don't want to hear this. Also, after last year, like, we need slips from your parents so you can go to Hogsmeade. Cool. So you remember last year when that big snake was around killing people? Yeah.
And we didn't close the school.
Didn't close the school. You just kept it going. Yeah. But I need to get my uncle who hates me so I can go to the nice village. Yeah.
Yeah, like in the first movie when they're like 9 years old, it's like jump on the broom. 11 years old, jump on the broom and fly about.
I've said that so many times this episode.
Information comes in one a year, doesn't go out any other ones. It's like, hey, you can jump on the broom, you can do things. We're going to teach you how to read your own future. We're going to do the most mental shit, and you're going to still have a permission slip to go to. That's the thing in this movie I could not wrap my head around. Do rules or laws mean anything in this universe? Stan, who's the bus driver, I think he has his own travel show at this point. Honestly, someone needs to stop Warwick Davis.
Ern.
Okay. Hagrid needs to be kept away from all responsibility. Doing a class where you reveal kids' darkest fears in front of other kids is the most irresponsible thing Hogwarts has ever done.
That's real fucked up. Like, thank fuck none of those kids had been abused. Because could you imagine that? Like, it's just your dad. Oh, and he's taking his trousers off, Sally. Why is your dad taking? Why is that your biggest fear?
Why is your dad in his tight whities and nothing else?
Poor Sally's like, just say ridiculous.
And then it's just insane. Again, a written permission slip to visit a small sweet town and go to a sweet shop. But hey, here's Neville's darkest, most hated fear in the entire world. Do you get that, kids? Do you see what it is? Cool. On you go. Have fun with that.
And also, it's like, it's his gran.
Yes.
That's fucked.
No,
I don't know what
Snape.
I'd rather. I don't know if I'd rather have like my greatest, deepest, darkest fear is that time I got abused, or it's my nan. I don't know which one's more like shame.
It's Snape, but he turned Snape into his gran's clothing.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember now.
But
still, what if it was just like
Azkaban is a great movie. I loved the time stuff. I'm not always big on. I feel it's crazy to introduce time travel into your third movie when you've still got 5 left.
Off screen it gets written out. It's deemed too powerful, so the wizarding government say no one's allowed to use it ever again. Weird. Going back to your point though, you need a written permission slip like Hermione to go to Hogsmeade. All right, nice one. But I'm going to give you this time altering artifact,
so you can go to all your classes.
But you need to be careful with it.
It's
a mental thing to give a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah. My primary want from this.
If I had a time turner, I would have done it at Hogwarts.
Oh God, what?
Just like, can you? Yeah, you could spin back an hour, wait an hour, spin back an hour, wait an hour, spin back an hour. Get like 5 of me, 6 of me. Big old circle jerk.
Fucking nice.
All the way around.
My main want from this episode was to talk about the insane dumb things in Harry Potter. Also to give the rankings of the Harry Potter movies. I have now offered to you the definitive movie rankings list, main pending, of the Harry Potter movies. Mm-hmm. Thoughts?
You didn't go into Hagrid half as much as I thought you were.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Hagrid stuff. So, Hagrid. First movie.
Gav.
Nope.
No, I'm so hungry.
Okay, we're going to go to Bucks Bar.
Let's go eat.
Okay.
We'll save it. Because I was excited, but it's also been hours.
You've had a bag of Christmas salsa.
And the sauce has made my
bum
feel funny.
Fine. This has been the definitive movie rankings list of the Harry Potter movies.
Yabba dabba doo.
I want to know your rankings for the Harry Potter movies out there, so I know how wrong you are. Send them to me on any social media platform you choose. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Letterboxd follows over there. Go into the description. Links for everything. We love you.
Once again, we are waiting for your best yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers.
We want your best yippee-ki-yay,
Choose a character. It can be any character
do a
you
Snape
like.
yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
It could be a Snape. You could do a Ginny.
It's just Alan Rickman.
You could do. You could just go for a Bruce Willis. I'm fine with it if the OG. But if you want to choose it, you can be a Fred Flintstone.
Do a Basilisk as a yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yabba dabba day, motherfucker. That's Fred Flintstone. Whatever. I want a yippee-ki-yay. So send me them. You've got 10 months left.
Yeah, you got 10 months left. I'm not good at this.
Do it, baby. Thanks for listening. Speak to you next week. Next month. Bye. Music is live.
Bye.
It's meandering movies. It's meandering movies. It's meandering movies. So won't you